Alright, guys, welcome back to the Load Save podcast. I am your host, Jack Gordon, and I'm joined by Hal Yacoubian
Hello.
and Conor Brown from the south,
I feel like I should have been
south side.
Yeah, Connor's definitely been a longer podcast
I
member
feel
than
like,
myself. I feel like
I
he's
feel
like
like I should have been
he's higher ranking than me in this ship.
There was no rank on this podcast. It's just a damn free for all.
we're all. This is just one big communist podcast.
One big communist. So, lads, it is how long till E3? Like 10 days?
Is it that soon? Is it not July?
No,
it
it's
starts
this month.
on 17th, I think. Is it?
Oh,
it
right.
is. I didn't realize it was so soon.
Yeah, not long at all.
So, things are getting a little heated in the gaming industry just now.
You can tell I've been paying very, very detailed attention to the whole goings on.
Of course,
I've definitely not been out of my bed for less than an hour.
Yes, we actually had to call Hal up to. We were supposed to start recording at 1. It is now 14:46. Yeah.
Because I was in my bed.
Yeah. So me and Connor actually decided to do some recording, which we shall keep hush hush all the time comes round.
We got a secret video recorded.
Oh, great.
Secret video. And the inner being of Conor Brown, that's what we recorded.
Inner being of Conor Brown.
Of course.
Sounds fascinating.
But anyway,
it's a 4-part documentary series.
Is it like an hour each part, yeah?
Yeah.
It sounds fantastic. I'll watch every bit of it.
Good, I'm glad.
Probably just be Connor's head down a toilet for most of his school career then, yeah.
And then the next 3 episodes of him just getting shouted at by trains.
Yes.
by trains, by
speaking trains.
Wearing a kimono.
Thomas the Tank Engine just comes around and starts shouting at me.
Yes. That's what I like to imagine anyway when you talk about your work.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. So before we get into what we want to see at E3 and what we think will come up, we'll just talk about what the hell we've been doing, lads. So when was the last time we actually recorded one of these? It was the Kawa Shoujo.
Yes, that was definitely before my uni exams, because during uni exams I was just locked down and did nothing. Except when
it was long before that.
Wasn't it?
Except when Jack dragged me out to the local shitey club on occasion. Never mind about that.
Of course, that's another episode entirely.
Absolutely.
Secret video footage inserted here.
Oh god!
Hal?
If you fucking do that, nasty things will happen to you and your family, Mr. Gordon.
Don't touch my family, but I know nasty things will happen to me.
Terrible.
Yeah, Bean.
You'll be getting drop kicked out the window, Jack.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Straight out of your window and into the drive-through window.
But yeah, it's been a while, so I guess this could be a great opportunity to find out what the hell we've been playing, lads. So I'm going to start, since I didn't start with Connor at the start of the podcast. So Connor, tell us what have you been doing? What have you been playing? What's happening?
Oh, well, I mean, since we last recorded, loads of games have come out, which I've been playing. But recently, I've been playing South Park: The Stick of Truth.
Now that is like the one game everyone raves about, like the one South Park game everyone raves about.
It is actually really good. I'm really enjoying it.
It's like an RPG, isn't it?
Well, yeah. So you walk around town as a character. Battles are turn-based strategy. You level up. You rank up your abilities. Yeah, it is a little bit of an RPG, but the main fun of it, I think, comes from just the
humor.
Yeah, the humor. If you watch South Park, you will see a lot of stuff that South Park does.
I'm not a big fan of South Park, but I'm sure Hal knows my love for basketball, which is made by the people that do South Park.
God.
Yeah, that is a very good film.
That is a fantastic film.
I've still yet to. I actually, surprisingly, considering how much you talk about it, Jack, I've still to actually see the film.
Roadkill caught on tape.
I've seen that bit a million times, and I've seen the bit where the guy falls through the wall a million times. But not actually seen the film from start to finish.
Well, hey, look, if you ever see it, just remember that your mum goes out with Squeak, and then everything will be fine.
Right. Okay. I'll do
Connor, I
that.
hear your sister's gonna out with squeak. Right. So South Park. So you're enjoying it.
Yeah,
Sounds like you're enjoying it.
I am really enjoying it. Actually, I've just been playing it again over the past couple of days. It's really fun, really good game.
What is it you're playing on?
I'm playing it on the PC. Actually,
Oh, and Connor bought an Alienware, Hal. Alienware.
Oh,
This is all heresy.
that's,
I never knew this.
Very fancy.
it is very fancy. It's very expensive.
Yes, that you get that with Alienware.
Yeah,
Because before he used to run his games on a broomstick. So yeah.
It's better than what I run my games on.
I thought I needed a
That's
bit of
true.
an upgrade, really. So
Yeah.
I treated myself.
Well, good for you. I may or may not treat myself soon too, because my laptop crashes quite often.
Netbook.
Netbook
And
crashes
Netbook.
quite often.
You're using that, okay.
Yes.
I see.
And obviously, because it is a netbook, it doesn't run anything except visual novels, which is why I got so into them for a while. But we've already done that episode.
Yes, yeah.
We've
Yeah.
never done that. So anything else to add, Connor?
I have recently really gotten into Destiny, actually.
Oh God, don't bring up Destiny.
Well,
Destiny,
to be
Destiny.
fair, I've heard well, a lot of people do say it's the best thing ever. A lot of people do say it's absolute tripe, but apparently it is actually supposed to be rather good.
I think now is a really good time to get into it. If you buy the DLC with it, I think now is a fantastic time to get into it because it's got so much more content than it did before. They've made the leveling up and stuff a little bit easier. They've done a lot with the loot, so you get more better loot easily. It's a really good time to play Destiny.
I think I bought it back at Christmas for like 20 quid. It's it's still sitting there.
That's what happens with 80% of the games you buy, though. To be fair,
Yeah.
Jack.
I work 2 jobs. I'm
what
a
I'm
busy
saying.
guy.
This is what I'm saying. Like next time, we should do a video on Destiny, and we could play Destiny together, Jack.
Destiny.
Do you have co-op? Because I don't have a PS4 yet, Jack.
Yeah, well, you will soon. Soon.
I will soon, but I won't yet. But I
Your persona 5!
yes, that is correct. I will.
That's when you'll get a PS4.
I'm not even gonna lie. That's probably what's gonna happen. I mean, Persona was the reason I got a 2DS. Persona probably will be the reason I get a Vita. So it's probably also going to be the reason I get a PS4.
Of course.
Are you going to be getting? I know we've done a Persona episode, but are you getting Persona Dancing All Night?
Yes, hopefully.
Oh, God,
maybe.
no, come on.
If they release the Persona PS Vita over here, then definitely. If not, maybe.
Oh.
You always just import it, you know?
Is it not all in Japanese?
Oh, it's a dancing game, yeah.
Yeah, but it's a dancing game in the same way that the arena games are fighting games, where it's like one. I imagine it'll be like one dancing segment followed by a whole ton of visual novel.
Because you know what'll happen when you get Persona Dancing All Night in Japanese, Hal?
What?
You know what'll happen?
What will happen?
It'll become museum quality. It'll become museum
Jesus
quality.
Christ.
I've been hackling Connor about this all morning. It's
Yeah,
museum quality.
It's museum quality, Connor. It's museum quality.
Any video we get now that's over 100 views, it becomes museum quality automatically.
Museum quality. Museum
Automatically becomes museum quality.
So we have one museum quality video.
We do.
Exactly.
And that was the Persona video.
Yes.
Persona is museum quality.
It says museum quality.
The Zelda video didn't quite get museum quality, to Connor's astonishment.
Well, that's because he didn't have me talking about Zelda.
You never told me it was your favourite game.
It is,
Gentlemen, let's not do this again. Let the past is the past. Let's just move on.
Jack.
A fresh start.
Yeah.
Fresh start. So,
Anyway.
Connor, anything else?
That's been about it for over the past couple of weeks that I've been playing.
Oh well, cool. But anyway, how apart from
Yes.
Persona? Persona.
Actually, I've not been playing too much Persona lately.
Oh my god! Someone, Connor, check his pulse.
It's a miracle.
It is. It really is. Well, as I said, I had university exams recently, so I was like under lockdown and not able to play too much during that time.
The only time you came out to play was at Club Bliss.
Yeah, that is true. And that was after being like tricked and deceived in a number of ways. In fact, oh no, okay, I'm gonna like take this away from gaming for 2 seconds.
We're gonna go into this story.
Yes, we are. You know, I'm in the middle of my exams, right? I've got a lot of shit to do, and Jack says to me, "Okay, you need to, relax a bit. Come out to the pub with me. We'll go out. We'll have one drink. We won't stay out too late. I'm working in the morning, so we won't stay out too late. We'll go have one drink. Give you a chance to relax." I thought, you know what? I've done 5 out of 7 exams. Fuck it. I'll go for one drink.
Why would you trust him?
Yeah, he takes me to the pub, and there are 2 other of our school friends there who said, right, okay, we're doing a pub crawl of Lenzie. Now, for those who are unfamiliar with Lenzie is like the boonies of Glasgow. It is a tiny wee country bumpkin suburb. Well, actually, no, it's not that bad. It's not a country bumpkin. It's still relatively
I
city.
wouldn't quite go that. It's a suburb.
It's a suburb. Okay, it's a suburb, but it's got about a grand total of 3 pubs, and we're doing a pub crawl of it. And then obviously because my stress levels are so high, I get drunk very, very easily, and I end up doing karaoke.
Okay.
Oh yes, lots of karaoke.
Is this karaoke in a pub?
Yes, in a pub. And then went to the local club.
Club, inverted commas.
It's very poor quality.
It is. We go every time nearly, and it is yet to make any decent
Why do you keep
plan.
going back then?
Jack, that's
More
why
drink.
we go back.
More
Jack
drink.
likes it.
It's more drink.
So Smith's
It's what time Smith's open to?
3 or something.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, we'll go to Smith's next time then.
Oh God.
The only reason I go is because drink.
It's also it's £6 to get in, which is more expensive than anywhere in town.
Yeah, that's true. Oh well, we'll go to Smith's next time.
Right.
Right. Anyway,
enough of that.
What were we talking?
Okay, but after my exams, I decided. I saw a copy of Tony Hawk's American Wasteland for the PlayStation 2 in a shop. For the grand total of £3 sterling, which I thought was an absolute steal. Naturally I bought it. I've been a big fan of Tony Hawk games for quite some time. Although American Wasteland was the one that I never picked up. Like I played a bit, I've played all the Pro Skaters, Underground 2, Project 8, and then I played a bit of Proving Ground, although that's obviously when the series began to sort of go downhill a bit, and then after that, obviously didn't touch Raid or any of that crap. But American Wasteland was one that I never did, so I thought I'd give it a shot, and actually I ended up like really, really liking it. Like I found that Underground 2 used to be my favorite just because of the variety of moves and stuff. There's a lot of different tricks and stuff that you can do. And American Wastelands just builds on that, and you have even more tricks that you can do. So fair enough, it's not the best starting place if you want to get into Tony Hawk, just because there is so much there. But for someone who's like sort of worked their way through the games and learned all the new moves game by game, it's a cracking title. Also, because in the main story mode, as opposed to having like individual levels, it's all the levels, if you like, are all joined together in one big free roaming. Yeah, it's like one level. Like, fair enough, it is obvious that they're separated into sections, which are sort of the individual levels, but can go between the levels with like no loading screens. It brags on about no loading screens in the back of the box quite a lot. Just free roaming, and that's a lot of fun to do that too, because it was the first, and as far as I'm aware, last Tony Hawk game to actually do that. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with that.
It was probably the last good Tony Hawk game.
I'm not gonna lie, I had fun with
So-
Project 8. To be fair, that might be because that I was just a little and I didn't know any better when I played it. But I had fun with it. Although Project 8 was like when Mr. Hawk decided that he was going to try and make more realistic skating games, which was definitely the wrong thing to do.
Well,
Yeah.
Skate was getting big at that time as well, wasn't it? People really liked Skate because it was a very realistic.
That's true. That's
skating
true.
game.
Although the Tony Hawk games were based on like the crazy, impossible like skating,
Yeah.
doing like impossible things that real skaters just couldn't possibly do. And I felt that it sort of trying to get onto sort of skates field was just probably what caused it to the series' popularity to just collapse.
I really, really did not like Skate. I don't know why. I think I'm like the only person that did
I
not
really
like that
enjoy
game.
the Skate series, but I just think Tony Hawk should have just sort of stuck to what he was good at.
So
And then
Yeah,
there was
exactly.
Ride.
We don't talk about Ride.
Oh,
yeah,
God. Ride was just a fucking disaster.
Well, yeah. So with the last couple of with Tony Hawk over the past couple of years being a train wreck, basically nobody liking the games. Are you excited for the new Tony Hawk?
I have hope. We'll say I have a lot more hope for this than previous Tony Hawks, just because it looks like a good old-fashioned Tony Hawk. It is called Pro Skater 5, to be fair. So I am hoping that he is going to sort of forget everything that he's done over the past 6 or 7 years, and just take a step back, take the series back to its roots. And if he does that, I'm sure he'll get himself back on the right track. But I can't say that I'm completely comfortable. Like, I can't, I definitely think there is a possibility that, he will try and make it more realistic, or, basically not like old Tony Hawk games. So if he does that, then that's just the last nail in the coffin. But
then again, does he even have much involvement these days? Because he is.
Thinking, yeah.
Well,
no, he's only in his 40s,
he's only
yeah.
like 40.
But I reckon I think he does have more involvement, involvement than you think, or at least he did in the old games.
Oh yeah,
Well,
definitely.
like in the old Pro Skater games, but even in the likes of like Proving Ground and Raid, he had a lot to do with it. But I have a feeling he was like on coke or something at the time, like during Raid and stuff, which would explain a lot. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, Tony Hawk is clean now, and he's hopefully going to make a good, solid Pro Skater game. Let's hope.
Let's hope.
So
guys, what's your favourite Tony Hawk game? This is what
as I said, it used to be Underground 2, but now, if I actually know, I'm going to stick with Underground 2, at least in terms of the story mode. Like, in terms of story mode, Underground 2, but in terms of just picking up, going into free skate and dicking about, I'm going to say American Wasteland.
Well,
I can see why you'd say that.
I only started playing Tony Hawk with American Wasteland, so I'll probably go with that.
I've actually never played American Wasteland. It's sitting
but
on my shelf.
But you know what we should do, Jack? We'll do a video on it one day, Jack.
Yeah, we should, because I'm actually quite interested to see this game. I played the first 3. I played Underground 1. I've not played Fug 2 though.
Oh, I've
not played Fug 2. It's a close call between 3 and Fug for me, I think. I thought 3 was really good, but Fug...
Yeah, Underground basically just changed the game, and in the best way possible.
Yeah.
That was a lifesaver.
That amazed me when I was a kid.
If you liked Underground 2 basically just builds on it even more. Underground, actually, the reason I say that I prefer the story of Underground 2 to any of the other games with a story in them. Is because it's just a really daft, silly story. Like Underground is supposed to be like a sort of semi-serious story where, like, you know, there are laughs in it, but you are like a sort of underground skater trying to become big time. On American Wasteland, similar, where it's sort of like, oh yeah, there are funny bits, but it's a serious story about you trying to like build, you know, the best skate park ever. Whereas Underground 2 is just a laugh. It's basically Jackass with skateboards. You do get kidnapped by Bamajera, which is, and then like forced to compete in this worldwide skate competition where you just basically do shit that you do in Jackass. It's really good fun.
Oh, it sounds like fun.
Yeah, it is stupid, but it's really fun. Especially because like you're not confined, like in Underground and American Wasteland, in the story mode you can only skate as the one skater. But in the Underground 2 campaign, you meet other skaters that you can skaters in inverted commas, because every level has, like, you know, your character, a professional character, a sort of another skate character who like varies from level to level. So that means like there's one level where he's like, it's Ben Franklin, like another level it's some like graffiti guy, and then there's like a sort of non-skateboard character, so you can play as like the kid in the wheelchair or like Steve-O riding a mechanical bull, and that's fun. That's funny. That's really fun.
For Christ's sake.
I think
we'll need to check that
the
one
original
out.
Xbox, but the PS2 version's probably the best. You'll pick it up for peanut. Oh yeah, the PS. Well,
really? Just
because, for me anyway, I think this is more of a personal thing. Just because I played Tony Hawk right from the beginning with skateboarding all the way back on the PS1, and I've just sort of, the PlayStation controls what feels most natural to me. Because I mean, I'm pretty sure Tony Hawk was a PlayStation exclusive, right up and.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Well, in fact, no, that's a lie.
Oh, that's true.
But it was and stuff. Yeah, because that leads to our next story actually. Me and Hal was a lovely game on the Dreamcast.
Or Morse coded.
What was it we called? Morse coded.
Back when we played, we played Horse, but changed it to Morse coded. I'm not quite sure why. Yes, we were very hungover that day. That was the day after I passed out in Jack's bathroom for 2 hours.
Okay.
Oh, that's what it is. I was sitting playing Resident Evil on the couch, falling asleep, and wondering, I'm like, where's Hal? Hal? I'm alright.
At least I didn't spew.
That is true.
Yeah, so that's Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk.
Which went on for quite a bit longer than I was expecting, but never mind. And also, just within the past week or something, basically because, you know, Tony Hawk games, they're fun, but like they don't take long to complete. So basically, while I am looking for something else to play, I'm not sure what I'm going to play next. I'm thinking about maybe getting the Kingdom Hearts game for 3DS, just because it looks like a lot of fun. Dream Drop Distance.
Dream Drop Sequence.
So it's all. Yes, it's yet another really, really silly name from the series. But yes, it's what you expect.
It's Kingdom Hearts. What can you do?
So to satisfy my JRPG urges, I in fact did not pick up a copy of Persona, but picked up my copy of The Last Remnant, which looking through my past save files, I have figured that I have completed a total of 4 times before, and I've started my 5th. It's
God's sake. This
2010
is a game
was
you
my
bought
first
6
save
years ago, wasn't it?
file.
Which one's The Last Remnant? I can't remember it off the top of my head.
Well, it's sort of like blue black hair. There's I don't even know. Like the story's fucked up. Even after 4 playthroughs, I'm still like, what? Sometimes.
I remember you bought that, and I bought
Was
some
it not
other
Infinite
JRPG for the
Undiscovery?
Xbox. That was it.
Yeah,
Infinite Undiscovery.
you told me to play that.
That
You said that was very good.
Yeah, I did quite enjoy that. I might actually have to get a copy of that again.
I remember Infinite Undiscovery. That is quite a good game, actually.
Yeah, I'm quite interested in seeing when that looks
Anyway,
like.
yeah.
Now.
So yes, The Last Remnant.
But no, it's yeah.
Basically, you are a kid, Rush Sykes, who has had his sister kidnapped away from him. So basically, he's just like on the hunt. It starts off with him being on the hunt for his sister, and he accidentally gets caught up in a battlefield where soldiers from a sort of wee country called Athlum are fighting some monsters, and he basically just gets into. Well, he has like sort of a talisman that has some power that he's not sure like how to control it or what to do with it, and basically between that he sort of gets mixed up in all of the Athlum's business, and they sort of like help him, but sort of find his sister while he sort of helps them with whatever they're doing. And also on the sidelines, there's this guy cutting about. Well, the world this is set in is filled with like remnants. So it's like as opposed to like having things run on electricity or whatever, they run like, all their things on these power from ancient artifacts called remnants, which you activate by like someone can activate a remnant by binding it to themselves. And there's this guy cutting about trying to bind all the remnants to himself, and there's lots of intricate plot details which connects that to the sister kidnapping and standard very confusing JRPG fare. But I'm playing this on the Xbox 360, and the Xbox 360 version did get slated in reviews because technically it's very poor, I have to admit. Like there's texture popping, there's frame rate drops all over the shop, there's a lot of technical problems with it. However, I enjoy the story, and moreover, the battle system I really enjoy. I'll get back to the battle system in a minute because I want to make the point that the Xbox version scored I think about like roughly maybe 6 or something out of 10 in reviews, which isn't bad. It's not terrible, but it's not great. But maybe 2 or 3 years after the Xbox release, they did a sort of upgraded PC version. Basically, they just went in, fixed every single technical fault with it, up the graphics and all that, just made everything smoother, run better, faster. Added in a couple of extra side quests, extra monsters, and the like, and that shot up to that got reviewed at about 8.5 in reviews, with the exact same battle system and story. So if you're willing to deal with technical faults, I'd recommend the Xbox version's fine, but if not, get the PC version.
I think I've got the PC version myself.
The guy
actually,
that told you to get
library.
It.
Yeah, you probably did.
In Steam sales, it's about £2. I don't know how much it is outside of Steam sales. You could probably get the Xbox version for like maybe about £7. But yes, the main reason that I keep going back to this game again and again and again is because of the battle system. It's I've never seen a battle system like it before, and I doubt I'll see one like it again, to be honest. It's very different. Instead of controlling individual characters, you group characters together into what you call unions, and then you sort of command those unions in a sort of like in a larger scale. Like you sort of like you get like, how to describe it, like sort of like a big, as opposed to like saying like that character do that, you sort of have like all your different unions, and you say, right, that union attack those guys over there with physical or magic attacks, etc., etc. So yeah, it's more like you're a commander as opposed to a soldier, if that makes sense. Yeah, so it's like that, and that I really enjoy that.
Yeah.
Like it's sometimes frustrating because obviously with that there's a lot, you don't always get the options you want. Like it'll offer you like 5 to 6 options for each different union. Although you may want like a specific character to do specific moves, so it can you say like you may want one character to only do like special physical attacks, because you want to level up his special physical attacks, but you may not get an option where that character does a special physical attack. The options you get may they'll only give that character an option to just do a regular attack, so that can be kind of frustrating. But yeah, no, I still think it's enjoyable. I still very much enjoy it. Yeah.
I hope so. After what, 5 fucking times, Hal?
Yeah.
And I just checked. It's
That's not too bad.
£8 on Steam just now.
That's alright. That's not too bad.
Yeah. So, how do you like it compared to, say, Final Fantasy 13, which is also on the Xbox?
I would. Oh bollocks!
Because I know you've played the
Cunt!
shit.
I just spilled water all over my desk.
Oh Christ! How bollocking cunt! Now that's a new one I'm gonna have to add to the library.
Yeah.
Now this is just a mature.
Right. Okay. I'm gonna have to take 5.
Even when he's sober, he spills stuff. I mean. Okay. Right. So with Hal out of action.
What about you, Jack? What have you been playing?
Well, Connor, I'm over here, down here, and no. I actually speak properly. Myself, I've actually been really busy.
Yeah.
The only games I've really been playing are with you, actually, and when we've been recording videos. But the one game I played seriously recently is probably I went back and played Deus Ex Human Revolution. I think I might be the only one in here.
Right?
It is the third game in the series. I think I'm the only. I know Hal dipped into it a bit. I don't know if you played it at all.
The one that came out on 360, I played a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. I went back and played that actually, and it was the director's cut. It came out obviously, and then 2 years ago they put out the director's cut on pretty much everything, and the Wii U as well. I've actually got a copy on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Which I've not touched. I've just been playing the PC version. But my God, that game! I fucking love that game. It is really good. It's probably, arguably, the best. One of my favorite games of the last generation of consoles.
Yeah.
Going back, some things that I do think are really dated. Like, I think the cover system is really janky. Like, just trying to shoot out of cover can be really annoying in some bits, but just the story and just the way, the whole world, all the, the augmentations and, user choice it's really good. I love it.
From what I remember playing of it, I know I at least got up to the first boss.
Oh no, this is what pretty much everyone that hates the game gets up to the first boss.
Yeah, I did the whole thing trying to be as stealthy as possible.
Yeah, and you never picked up ammo.
No, and I got to the first boss, and it just felt like I was doomed after that.
Yeah,
like,
I wasn't set up properly. I will admit, that was like... You see, I never had that problem, because when it comes to games like that, I don't... I'll use stealth until someone sees me, and then I'll start shooting. So I would have picked up ammo anyway. So I never found the boss to be that difficult. But the director's cut version actually has, like, they went back in and they redid the bosses. So if you did want to play stealthily, you could actually defeat the boss without firing a single round. But even if you did play stealth, if you got to that boss, there was ammo everywhere if you wanted to just shoot him. So they did definitely fix that.
I'm back now.
Yeah, that game is
everything's
great.
dry.
Look at it again.
Dry.
Everything's dry. Dry.
Oh god.
We're just talking about Deus Ex Human Revolution. See, here we go. Here comes the hater to piss down my well.
No.
You got to the first boss, you never picked up any ammo.
I'm sure I got past the first boss. I got it auto-saved when I was stuck behind a bit of cover with no ammo, and I was trying to play the game stealthily, and the game decided to auto-save after I got caught with like nowhere to go, no ammo to pick up without nowhere I could go to get ammo or anything without getting like pummeled full of lead. That's broken. Whether you like it or not, that's broken. No, that's... How's it me? I did not choose to save there. The game saved there without my permission. That's broken.
No, you shouldn't have ran into that corner.
It is absolutely not museum quality.
It's museum quality.
I would not have that in my museum.
No, it is museum quality. I mean, it already is in mine. I've got about 8 copies of it. Well, I'll get 8, right? But I've got 3.
I think because I had the same experience as you, Hal, where I went and tried to do stealth, and I got to that first boss, and I felt screwed because like I was not set up to fight that boss. And I wouldn't say the game is broken. I would just say it is. I want to just call it a challenge. Because unfortunately, you obviously have had an unfortunate bit where you've got stuck at that moment.
No, I've still got the save on my Xbox. I welcome either of you to try and get out of it.
Game on!
Yes, that'll be the next episode.
The next challenge, isn't it?
A new feature. No, but really,
Jack will do it in one go.
Like I was saying to Conor, how like they put out a director's cut edition, which fixed a lot of the problems that I think you and Johnny had, where you wanted to both be really stealthy. Where they fixed the bosses, so even if you were stealthy, you could go and you could still go in and you could kill the boss using stealth if you wanted to, but they've laundered ammo everywhere,
right?
So you could just pick up ammo and start shooting if you wanted to do that. But that game's good. I love that game. I don't care what you think. That game is.
You're into the Deus Ex franchise.
Yeah,
you like that franchise. Do you think? Because I went into it and I had no idea. I went into that new game and had no idea what was going on, who the character was, or anything like that.
Well, that's fine because the newest one, Human Revolution, is actually like the first in the Deus Ex timeline, whereas the first game is actually the last game technically. In fact, no, I'm talking total crap. The second game is. So they kind of went into it. Not like, Deus Ex, people talk about it being the best game ever and stuff, but I think they went into the new one knowing a lot of new people would be coming to it, so they designed it so that you wouldn't have to play the first two to understand what the hell is going on. And they actually announced the sequel, which is Mankind Divided, which I'll get more to in our E3 predictions, but I love that game, so I'm still playing it just now. But yeah, don't be surprised if you hear that anytime soon.
Anything else?
Other than that, though, no, I can't actually think of anything. I play like bits and bobs in the PS4, like on PlayStation Plus, but nothing's coming to mind really. If I'm honest, I messed around with that. Oddworld. What is it? No.
Oh, the remake. Yeah. That's a really good remake.
It is. It looks really nice. But fuck me, that game is hard, man.
Never played it, but I've heard that it's pretty solid.
Yeah, it's tough, man. Yeah, it's
Like
You like puzzles, though? I feel like any puzzle game.
Like the PS4 version apparently even goes easy on you because you've got like a quick save feature, which just with the PS1 version was just like hard as nails.
Yeah.
Proper old school. No. If you die, it was a hard job. Game. Way back to the start. Yeah.
Yeah, back to the checkpoint. Yeah. So I messed around with that. I mean, what else? You've got PlayStation Plus, don't you, Connor?
Yeah.
I actually don't know.
Did you play the what's the game called? It's the one where you're that ship and you're going against the sunset, something like that.
Oh, Race the Sun.
Race the Sun.
I'd not picked that one up yet, but
well, that's gone now, unfortunately.
Oh well, there we go.
But yeah, that was a good game. That was really fun.
No, I never picked that one up. It didn't jump out to me. So, but yeah, other than that, I've just been messing around with stupid crap on the PC and PS4 and stuff, and playing Spider-Man with you, of course.
Yeah, Spider-Man and
Dino Crisis 2.
Dino Crisis 2, yeah.
And the We Shall Not Be Named game.
One that we recorded today, yeah.
Yep. But other than that, yeah, there's nothing. So, with that being said, we'll get to the meat and veg of the podcast today, which is obviously E3 is right around the corner. So, a lot of people are predicting what is going to be coming out of E3, any announcements that are going to be made at the press conferences and the companies as well. So, lads, what we all thinking? What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah,
we all know that Fallout 4 has just been announced, so
they're going to be showing. They're going to be showing that, I assume, at the Bethesda.
And they've got
the first conference, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, they're already taking pre-orders for the bloody thing on Steam. So, what the fuck? Is it that far off? Do you think?
Yeah.
It's. I would assume next year.
That's what I would have thought. Next fall, at least.
Yeah. I'd say holidays 2017.
Wait, no.
I would have thought.
I wouldn't have said that far. I would have
not seen
it.
It
does look like looks like they have been working on it in secret for quite a while. It doesn't look like something they've just announced. Yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, when was Fallout 3? Fallout 3 was like 2008, wasn't it?
One was New Vegas then.
Yeah. New Vegas was 2010, I think.
It was the year after Fallout 3, wasn't it?
Oh, right. Really?
Oh, right.
Yeah, but 2009, 2010, I think. But yeah, that game that's getting on. I mean, it feels like ages ago that came out.
Did you play
not massive on it.
Are you a fan of the
Fallout? Played 3. I played 3 for about 7 or 8 hours, and it was good.
Yeah.
I mean, it had its bits that kind of reminded me a bit about Oblivion, and I really liked the whole. Is it called PEPs or something?
Oh, you mean the
Fallout?
Yeah,
Fallout 3 to me was good, but it was definitely no Oblivion.
But that. Oh yeah, Oblivion.
I've still to play Skyrim.
I don't think Skyrim
so
Oblivion at all. I mean, I'm sure this could go into a full-scale argument, but
I've not played Oblivion, but I really enjoyed Fallout 3. I thought it was fantastic.
I thought it was good from what I played, but I thought it was really well built and
the
world was really cool. But it just it didn't hook me cool, enough to keep playing it.
Yeah, it didn't Jack said, didn't hook me. It didn't I felt completely immersed in the world of Oblivion. Oh. Whereas
yeah, I was just about to say that.
Was just not.
It was just boring, if I'm honest.
Yeah,
I didn't have the urge to
really
explore.
In Oblivion, I really wanted to explore. Whereas in Fallout, I didn't really want to.
Yeah.
I left it, and also the thing that annoyed me, although this was just me for a bad gaming experience, was it because I didn't have that urge to explore. I left a lot of side quests and stuff to complete after completing the game. But spoiler alert, you die at the end of the game. So you can't complete any side quests after you complete it. So that sort of left a sour taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
But yeah, they changed that. But
well, they changed that later.
but that was just me, to be fair. But yeah, I do have to agree that the urge to explore and do side quests was definitely not as strong in Fallout as it was in Oblivion, and that made a big difference.
Yeah, I felt that too.
Yeah. So the Bethesda are obviously going to be showing that at the conference, and they are making the new Doom game, right?
This is the first I've heard of this.
In fact, they're publishing
that
it.
About?
Well, Bethesda bought id Software, who make Doom, so I think they're just publishing it, so they might show something.
I would hope so. They said about it last year.
Yeah.
And they had the beta code thing with Wolfenstein.
Oh yeah, so they did. I forgot about that. I actually registered that, so.
But they haven't actually brought out the beta yet.
Yeah.
They haven't showed any trailers or anything, as far as I'm aware, for it. So hopefully we'll get something this year.
That was something I messed about with like a month ago. That DLC for Wolfenstein, the new Bloods, or the old Bloods, fucking stealth. God damn it! I played it for about an hour, and I was like, "Yo, you need to stealth around these big guys."
I've not played any of the new Wolfenstein, but I've heard it's really good.
The new Wolfenstein is fantastic. I loved that game, but the only thing I hated about them was, forced stealth. Let's put it that way. Just bits where it's like, you need to sneak around these guys, and if they catch you, you're dead. I don't know. If you like stealth, that's cool. But fuck stealth. I fucking hate stealth. Not my thing.
Well,
but anyway, yeah. So that's Fallout 4. What do you think about like Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo?
They'll do
Nintendo aren't actually doing
is it Nintendo Live? Is it
again?
They haven't done a conference.
Something like that. It's called Direct. That's what it's called.
Something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah, they'll do another one of those.
Direct.
So Microsoft, they'll be showing Gears of War.
Yeah, I forgot that was a thing.
Yeah, they've got
which hasn't been officially announced, but it's
been leaked completely. So it must.
What's the
basically
point?
confirmed.
It's not even that old. Yeah, but I mean, like,
it's nearly 10 years old.
It's just, I don't think there's a need. I think it's just more or less just doing it for the money, and they've ran for running out of ideas.
Oh,
like some HD
HD remasters are really easy to make, and they bring in lots of money, and that's why you're getting so many of them on this console generation, because it's just any money for them.
And people buy them because people want to play the games again on the new consoles.
Yeah,
I mean, Sony just announced that we're doing Uncharted 1, 2, and 3 on the PS4.
Yes, yeah.
I know that's not quite old, but good to actually play some Uncharted again. It's been a while.
I know I've picked up a couple of HD games, but I've only bought like the ones that I haven't played before. So Sleeping Dogs Definitive Collection, I bought that.
I guess, yeah.
But I'd never had played it on originally.
Yeah, I think I bought Devil May Cry and Ico Shadow of the Colossus.
Final Fantasy
I can't think of any others I've bought actually, but there's been a
times.
lot. Oh God! Fucking Jesus! I forget. Yeah.
How many Final Fantasy?
All right, I take that right back.
Yep.
Yeah, I took
and
it.
Vita.
Oh, and then I got it in the PS4 as well. Connor just about lost his shit. I was showing him. We were on FaceTime. I was showing him like the game collection. I was like, "Oh, there's 3 copies up here, guys." Like, why do you need 3 copies and all that? And a Vita copy. And I was like, "Let's see what's down here in this door." Oh, let's look at another copy of Final Fantasy. For fuck's sake! Yeah.
Daniel, what else would you want to see at the Microsoft conference?
Games.
I've not been keeping up to date with
games.
Halo, but 5's not out, is it?
No.
No, that's not out.
Oh, well, there'll be probably something about that
I
anyway.
think it's coming out this fall.
I know it was pushed back a bit.
No, maybe I don't know.
But that was a while ago. I heard it's pushed back.
But I must admit, Microsoft is not like, I don't know. There's something about Microsoft this generation. I'm just not really interested as much as I was last time.
I don't think either console has had a major game yet, really. That has.
I mean, I don't know. There's nothing that makes me want to get an Xbox One at all. I mean, I messed around my brother's one, and it just they really need to redesign the interface of that thing because it is fucked.
Both
yes, me.
I quite like the PS4 as well.
I like the PS4.
I don't think
the PS4 looks great, and
I don't think the interface on the PS4 is very good. You have that bar where you can only access certain things, and then you have to go into the library to go and
awesome.
access the rest of it. I'm not keen on it.
I've not had a problem. Whereas the Xbox One, I actually had to look up how to get to the settings. That's how bad it was.
It's not easy to get to stuff on the Xbox One, but like once you know your way around it, I think it's all right.
Connor, I thought we were friends. I really did.
I know.
No, I just think the PS4, like the button, what is it? The share button that's on the controller now.
Yeah.
Just that, if you pop that, it will just bring up, what you want to do with this, and then like the bar is simple as, and the PS button brings you straight back to the menu, and I've not had any problems with it at all.
I mean,
and it's fast, it's snappy, whereas I found the Xbox One just to be, it's the Xbox 360 again, where you press games and it might load, but it might not.
Yeah, I've not had any problem with the Xbox. I'm not being an Xbox fanboy.
You're an Xbox fanboy.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't think either console have fantastic interfaces. The Xbox One is too big.
Yeah.
Just general.
Okay, I'll get
that. Yeah, but like on the game side, the only game on the Xbox One that I really thought was fantastic was Sunset Overdrive. I really like that game.
Yeah, a lot of people liked that game, but it looks good. I'll give that. And I think my brother actually had a lot of fun with it.
But again, I think you're right. There's been no game on either console that's been the defining game of this generation so far.
Which is madness, because like that's nearly 2 years these consoles have been out.
I still feel like there's nothing
particularly
on either console that I would buy for. Like, I mean, fair enough, I will get a PS4 because there are games coming for that. As we were joking about earlier, Persona 5, but also the new Metal Gear Solid, Kingdom Hearts 3. There's another one right in my head, but it's completely gone. Final Fantasy 15.
I mean, I
which I'm sure, actually, while I'm talking about it, I imagine most, if not all of those, will come up during the PlayStation E3. Maybe not Persona, but the Final Fantasy 15.
Do you think Metal Gear will be there?
I don't know. It's kind of.
What will be there?
Do you think Metal Gear's
actually
be there?
No,
yeah, that's a fair point.
Konami at the moment.
No, I don't think it will. See, to be honest, I think
I reckon that as well.
is probably going to be the last big game they put out, and then it's just going to slowly die, and they're going to fuck off to the mobile
consoles, aren't they?
Yeah,
they're not. They've basically said they're going to make just phone games now.
Yeah, which is a damn shame because they have some great IP.
I know they cancelled Silent Hills.
Yeah.
But I saw something this morning about Xbox wanting to maybe buy Silent Hill off them.
That'd be smart. Yeah,
that would be a good move.
Because get a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people would end up buying Xbox Ones because of it.
People,
particularly after the playable trailer.
Yeah, a lot of people went nuts over that going down.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, hope to see all them. but I kind of hope to see Uncharted 4, actually. That
Yeah.
looked like, I think they showed it last year,
They showed the trailer for it, didn't they?
and I thought it looked I thought it looked really good, actually. But they really overhauled the engine of that game, and it looked great on the PS3. So,
Yeah.
you know, hope to see some of that. But big one for me, obviously, carrying on from the last conversation we just had, was Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I kind of hope they'd say
Yeah.
something. They probably won't, but it'd be nice to see some gameplay of that. But then Ubisoft usually turn up at E3 for like a mini press conference, don't they? So
they do their own press conference.
yeah, so
there'll always
hopefully
be a new Assassin's
they'll
Creed game.
talk about Assassin's Creed and all that.
Yeah.
they still sell like mad. So
yeah, they've already got their one based in London, haven't they? This year?
oh yeah, so they do.
Yes.
Fucking hell!
I've not played Assassin's Creed since
the first one.
The one before 3 was it Revelations? Yeah, the one where you're like stuck in the crazy digital desert island.
I've played every console Assassin's Creed game. I don't know why.
I think I've got Assassin's Creed 3 in the Wii U. And tell you what, it's still in the fucking box.
Even like on Xbox or whatever, because I was thinking about picking it up.
Assassin's Creed 3 is not good at all.
I got an Assassin's Creed 3 hoodie for like £10. Now I know why. No one liked it.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Yeah, because
everyone liked that. A lot of people liked that.
I just got really bored of the ship stuff in there. People seem to love the ship stuff. I got really bored of it. But apart from that, it's alright. It's a good game.
I was speaking of. I was going to say about the Square Enix, as I said before. Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3. Well, Final Fantasy 15 definitely. Kingdom Hearts 3 hopefully. But they've also recently announced a new mobile game in the Kingdom Hearts series, which I'll be very surprised if it doesn't show up in some form.
I'll probably say
last year, I think.
About Kingdom Hearts 3, they announced Kingdom Hearts 3 like when they wasn't a year before when they was talking about the PS4 when the first PS4 came out.
It was either last year or the year before they did a trailer
for. And they've not said anything about it since. They've been talking about Kingdom Hearts 3 for God knows how long.
Because it's like the be all end all of the series. Now. Like, even though there's not been, well, fair enough, because like, all the spin-offs are actually part of the main storyline. It's all like, every single spin-off is part of the main storyline, except maybe Coded. I'd have to double check that one. But everything else is part of the Kingdom Hearts main storyline, and it all sort of like ties together in Kingdom Hearts 3, or at least that's the plan anyway. So they can't not make it now. But
yeah, they're making it. They've said so because they pulled the guy off of Final Fantasy 15 to direct it.
Because whenever they say something, that means they really do it.
2005,
but that's been
Kingdom Hearts 2 came out. But as I said, they have been making 358 by 2 Days, Birth by Sleep, Dream Drop Distance. Then of course all the HD collections as well. Which brought like sort of the Japanese only releases or final mixes of all the games, along with the PlayStation 2 version of Chain of Memories, which I would really like to play. Hopefully, I'll be able to get if I.
How would you really like to play them?
I got the
museum. They are both museum quality. I'm sure.
Quality.
HD.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a really good game. I think they did a good job on that. I played Birth by Sleep.
Birth by Sleep.
Because
Birth by Sleep.
Birth by Sleep.
Birth by Sleep. Who thought of that?
All the Kingdom Hearts games has really stupid titles.
Birth by Sleep. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy.
Looking forward to.
It's a good franchise.
or to see how it ends.
I've still not played it.
There's always the option of let's playing it or doing your own review of it without me. You could sort of do a review of it without me in the same way you did a review of Ocarina of Time without Connor.
I think. All right. I think if we let's play that, we'd actually be here
actually
all
not too bad
because that game is long, is it not?
See if you like just skip all the side quests, you could probably get it done in about 20 hours. Give or take 5.
Yeah, so do you need to grind though?
I think that last boss fight is just the bit that really is quite
in one.
hard. It's like 5 boss fights in a row.
Fucking hell!
It's really quite difficult, actually.
I've
never beat it.
The only thing I
yeah.
You're right.
Thanks for laughing at me, Hal. I appreciate it.
But the only thing I hate about LP and bloody RPGs is a bit of grind. I mean, how do you record that other than having to do it off screen?
Well, we can always just do side quests,
kind of
grind. Like there are a fair bit. Well, there's not too many side quests in the first one. There's a lot more in the second one.
Anyway,
yeah, that's a whole different thing entirely.
Let's
Yes.
Yeah. Let's leave that for our different conversation.
We'll talk about this
Nintendo.
After the podcast,
the only thing that
anything else
that's coming to mind for me is probably some form of Splatoon DLC. Because everyone's raving about Splatoon.
Yeah, it's probably true.
I've not played it yet. They are doing free
something
DLC
they're doing
each week, aren't they? A new map, I think, every week.
I can foresee some sort of Super Smash Bros. DLC.
That's something that'll happen as well.
Maybe. To be honest, I think they're probably going to be saving their stuff now for. What's it called? What's the next generation of Nintendo called again?
Is that when are they planning on
releasing?
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't.
No, it's a long way off.
I imagine they'll still have, like Wii U has still got a fair bit to go before they release their next console.
I reckon it's going to be 2, maybe 3 years. I reckon they'll talk about it next year.
Definitely.
It'll be out the year after that.
I mean, the Wii U is not selling very well at all.
Which is a shame because it is quite. I only ever got my hands on a Wii U for the first time over just that weekend gone there, and it is quite a nice console. But
it's lovely. I mean, that controller. I really like that controller.
Yeah, because the sort of 2 screens that works, the similar way that the DS works, and that's really cool. But I don't know. It's just I think it has a similar problem to like the other 2 consoles of this generation, where there's just sort of been nothing. I can't think of any.
I think
I disagree with that.
No, they definitely like on the Wii U. There are far more games available on the Wii U.
No, it's just. I just think they've not done well to get it out there. Like you could ask so many people about a Wii U, and they're like, "What is that? The thing where you wave it about?"
I think like the Wii U. The problem with the Wii U is that they don't get third party people to make games. The Nintendo games that they make for the Wii U are fantastic. They do really, really well. Good job on those games. But they just can't seem to get other people
that is true
for their console.
Yeah,
that's true. I mean, but then
what do you mean?
What's new? To be honest, like,
bro, the Wii was absolutely
most like maybe not the GameCube, but
just because everyone bought a Wii.
That's just because everyone bought on. But
if you compare,
if you think of every Nintendo console.
Oh yeah,
like
of
most
course, the first party games are the best
first party games.
But people will buy, a lot of people like how to describe it, like I've completely my brain has completely crashed. I've completely forgotten what I was going to say. Was there something? Yes, it did. I'm sure it was something
did your
very profound.
brain blue screen?
Yeah.
I'm sure it was. I'm sure Shakespeare would have been reveling in his grave. But yeah.
So the only thing about E3 that I would
try as Conor Brown.
Interest you guys.
Conor, not in the podcast. It's very inappropriate when you talk about this point.
I apologise, but no, Dark Souls is just I love it. I love Dark Souls, and there are rumours that Dark Souls 3 may be talked about at the new E3.
Dark Souls 3, Die Harder.
I have not.
Have you guys actually played
I have played
Souls
Dark
game?
Souls. I played Dark Souls until I died about 8 times, and I thought, fuck this.
But that's the point of the game, Jack.
Oh.
You're supposed to die so many times.
Oh, I died. Right, I'll try that. Oh, I died. Okay, mate. Oh, I died. No, just no. No.
I personally love the Dark Souls game, the Souls games. Bloodborne that came out this year is really good as well. It's very different, but it's really good. And I am looking forward to the next part of their series.
Dark Souls 3.
Dark Souls 3.
The Tower of Souls. I don't know. I'm going to call it this time.
Dark Souls 3.
Sleep
Souls
by Birth.
Harder.
Birth by Souls.
Birth by Souls.
Birth by Souls.
Holla holla.
Dark Souls
$3,
$3. Exactly.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm sure they'll come up with something like that. Because I'm pretty sure Bloodborne was on last year's E3, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, Bloodborne was on the Sony conference.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't be surprised if that turned up. Or even some sort of Bloodborne DLC.
Well, yeah, there's talks of an add-on for Bloodborne. I think they've been announced. Yeah, I'm looking forward to whatever they bring. I'm looking forward to it.
All I know is Nintendo have said there's going to be no Zelda this year at all.
I'm really disappointed.
Yeah,
they
I'm
pushed
pretty
it
bummed.
back till next year, and they're saying they're not talking about it this year.
Yeah, so hey ho.
Yeah.
No, that's always been the thing with Zelda.
You only got
Push it
Skyward
back
Sword
forever and ever.
a couple of years ago. In the grand scheme of things,
so it's not actually that long.
considering how far apart Zelda games are split.
Yeah, so like 2006 was Twilight. So hi, that's probably about 5 years. So yeah, that's probably about right.
They usually do about one. They usually do one Zelda game per
one new one anyway.
Yeah,
it's like they've obviously done Wind Waker remake, and they obviously released the Twilight Princess on the Wii because just before the GameCube died.
It was right at the end of the generation. Yeah. What a shame. GameCube, what a console.
What else are you guys?
No one agrees.
Is there anything
GameCube's cool, yeah.
I like GameCube. So don't worry, Jack. I'm there with you.
Yeah.
Anything
else? I don't really. Nothing that I can think of the top of my head that I haven't said. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it all unfolds. Not sure if I can bear actually watching a full press conference this year, maybe.
I will be watching.
I normally do. I normally
wait for the abridged version.
Yeah.
I usually like tune in just to see what's happening, but I'm not going to sit and actually watch it because it'll be like, and now we're going to welcome so and so to the stage to talk about NBA fucking baseball star 6.
I won't be able to watch them live this year, so I'll just watch the.
All right, guys, we're going to talk about some real good baseball this year.
Last year in FIFA, we did.
It's like last year's game with snow.
We have female teams.
Yes. You like beach balls, but you're gonna love baseball.
Basketball Simulator 2015.
Oh, that is something I would buy.
Actually,
Dead or Alive,
there was
beach volleyball.
Now that you say that,
captured
so I'm
squeak.
sure there was like a sort of teaser thing last year, not necessarily at E3, but there was at some point last year a teaser thing where you saw the Dead or Alive girls, the 5 models, sort of crawling around the beach, similar to Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball. So so I don't think it'll happen this
I would
year,
not be surprised.
but it could. Like, there's like a 5% chance it could.
And if it does, Connor, you can jump around
Again.
the beach like a little princess with them.
Yay! I like Dead or Alive. Maybe not the.
I
beach
like
volleyball
the
games,
I like
but
the fighting
those
games. And to be
Same.
honest,
really
I
good.
think the beach volleyball games are a laugh. Like, if you don't take them seriously,
I think
you
they're
can
quite
have
good
fun with them.
in their own
If
way.
you go in, like,
If you just
go
if you go in,
go in.
like, not expecting anything too profound, you can have a bit of a laugh with them. Particularly the first one, because it has local co-op.
Yeah.
Not co-op, local versus mode. That was fun when I played it at Jack's.
I'm pretty sure we played online at one
I-
point, and we were like
I
the
don't think
only
we
people on
did.
the server.
Because I've only had
I have
I've
brief
only had the
memories of
second
that.
one for as long.
I'm
I
pretty
bought
sure we
the second
did.
one after you sold your copy.
It might have been you I played with, Connor, then, because I remember playing with someone.
I think we did a video on one of those games. I think.
I remember you went into the lobby
You
screen and
still-
be like this tiny desert island or
Do
something.
you still own?
Yeah.
and you were
still
like,
own the
you
game,
played as
Connor?
a fish.
Played as a fish.
I don't.
I see. I don't remember it because I think we just did it off of your one because I've got it. I've got.
Oh yeah, there was
of
one
them
for the
on
PSP.
PlayStation Vita or PSP or whatever it is.
Yeah. I don't remember who I played it with. I know
James
I played
never
it with
had
someone.
it.
I might have it might have been James actually.
He bought the original Xbox. No, it
Oh no, he
wasn't
bought
me.
the X.
It definitely wasn't me.
It must have been you. I must have played it with you.
You go,
I played it with
Jack.
someone.
Jack, go buy yourself another copy, and then we can
Someone.
play.
But
I'm going to
anyway.
find them.
Probably is.
That's if the server's still
We'll
running.
find a way. Worst case.
Sorry, we'll find a way. We'll find a way.
They
Did they?
shut down the Xbox service, didn't they?
Oh,
But yeah,
right, the original Xbox,
so that-
right? Yeah.
No, that's
Right,
just
Xbox- so
the original X.
Xbox.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. Buy the 360
Xbox
version and
360
play.
still going
Because I
strong.
don't have an original Xbox.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh.
Go which, if we
I
wanted to
thought
play
it
the
was gonna
original
say
Xbox, I'd just go round to Jack's
retro.
house and be like,
Original
"Yo, let's
Xbox.
play."
Yeah.
Yo, let's play.
Anyway, lads, so that is pretty much. Anyone else got
rambling
anything?
on.
After that,
Anyone,
I
anything
think
else
that's a
anyone
good
wants to
place
say
to end.
before we wrap this up? Cool.
Well, I was gonna say.
I
good this year.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be too profound.
No, probably not.
Yeah, you never know. Yes, I'd very much
I mean,
like
you never
it if it
know.
was. Like,
I'd like to be
the
surprised.
year well, I think it must have been the year they announced all the new consoles. That would have been 2013. Yeah, that was a good year. And then last year was sort of like a non-year.
Yeah.
So it would be nice if there was something more this year. But to be honest, I'm not really expecting it.
No, I'm
Yes.
probably thinking next year. Probably.
Hope for the best, expect the worst.
That's
Yeah.
what Loadsafe has to say about E3 this year.
Yeah.
Hope for the best, but expect the worst.
Yeah, expect the worst. Yeah. Right, guys. Connor, thanks a lot for joining us in this week.
No problem.
All right,
Yes,
and
yes,
Hal,
yes.
thanks
At
again.
least-
Thanks for the
at least,
the
yeah,
late
then at least I
coming.
woke up at
Yes,
all.
thanks for waking up and joining us. Anyway, and thanks for listening, guys. Be sure to watch some of our latest videos that we're putting up throughout the coming month, and we'll
Bye.
see you next time.